So, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Shante, aka Shantizi. I am doing an update on the coronavirus, and as of today, Saturday, August 8th, 2020. So, here we are with the numbers. I'm giving you not as many numbers, but I'm just giving you just where we at globally, where we at um, here in the US, and I'll give you the four top states with the most cases. So here we are. So globally with the coronavirus, we are at 19,506,596 cases of COVID-19. Um, Here in the US, we account for a fourth of those cases. So we are at 4,995,369. I'm assuming by tomorrow morning we'll be at 5 million. And that's bad. And that's less than a month. We have reached 4 million. I think about almost 3 weeks ago, we have reached 4 million. Now we are at almost at 5 million. That's bad. Fatalities, our fatality sits at 162,395. The four states with the most cases are the following. California is at 555,982, followed by Florida, 526,569, Texas, 502,482, and New York, which was the epicenter of all of this, is at 425,055. And of course, we do not have a coordinated strategy to combat this thing. Donald Trump today did hold a press conference. I did not watch it. I did not want to watch it. I was actually out and about. I was walking towards, I walked downtown. As you know, I live in New York City and I rely on the train, but I have not taken the Iron Horse within 5 months. That's a long time for a New Yorker. But I walked, so I didn't want to get invested in Donald Trump and his madness. But he has signed an executive order to basically enact the unemployment benefits for only $400 weekly, the extra $400 instead of the extra $600 that's in the HEROES Act, and the payroll tax cut, defer it for people that's making $100,000 or less. He can't do that. He was like, why are you getting on him with that? Because he can't do that. That is something that Congress does, not Donald Trump. It's just that simple. So hell's going to freeze over no matter what. And the fact that Republicans are not saying anything, that's bad. That's why elections matter. So you never sit out one. I understand people don't seem like either party represents them, but at the same time, I can't even give you that advice. But all I know is you don't want to sit out in an election. Period. So that is that. Now, I'm tired. I think I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the white fragility. I'm just tired. Just tired. But I'm going to read a little bit of a tweet. I'm assuming, let me see. From, what you call it? Try to pull it up. Because this shit makes me so angry. I can actually fully read it without getting upset and getting irritable. So here we are. Nate Cohn, is basically a writer for the New York Times, which the New York Times has fucked up today with the whole, Hillary Clinton thing, basically said in 36 years. No, I'm not going to get into that, but they've been fucking up. So Whitmer, they had made the case for Whitmer where she met with Joe Biden in regards to the VP consideration before, his interviews with the top contenders. So he said this, Nick Cohn. Whitmer has always made a lot of sense. She would have been my guest for not Harris in May. But if she was a top tier option, then Biden camp erred in allowing Deep State's coverage to develop in a way that makes Whitmore a letdown to many Dem activists. I mean, at this point in time, and not just because of George Floyd, but an all-white ticket does not draw black voters, which is the core base of the Democratic Party. So Dave Wiseman is a U.S. editor. He's a non-partisan writer for the Cook Political and a NBC News political contributor. And he also, I believe, supported Warren or supported progressive candidates within the Democratic Party. So he says this: the odds Biden will try to solve this problem by simultaneously naming Whitmore for VP and Harris for AG. So, as I conclude, not conclude, but as I say this, before I rant, let me just play this.
Unlike some others, though, you don't seem to be actively campaigning for it. So I need to ask you, do you want to be his running mate? Would you rather be, I don't know, Attorney General in a Biden administration? What are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, I've already been Attorney General for 2 terms. I was very honored to serve, and I ran the second largest Department of Justice in the United States. But I would be honored, obviously, if I were asked to serve as Vice President. There's no question about that. I'd be honored to serve with Joe Biden. And
so, that is the document. That's the actual supporting document from Miranda Rights. Thank you, Miranda. Appreciate it, girl. So, Kamala Harris does not want to be an AG. She was an AG for 6 years, 2 terms. I don't understand. I just don't understand why Chris Dodd, Ed Rondell, John Morgan, David Axelrod, John Healem, Ben Rhodes, and now Dave Wiseman will fucking say this shit time and time again. And I like this guy, but let me add Kirk Bardella, because he's not a white guy. But I'm going to add you in there too, Kirk. Come on, man. Kamala Harris does not want to be the goddamn AG. She just said it in that video. She will be honored to serve as Biden's vice president. For those who don't know how certain things work in politics, let me just give you a little snippet. The Senate is one of the highest ranking positions in U.S. Congress and the legislative branch. The House is high too. They're the highest. But the Senate confirms judges and cabinet members. And they serve as jurors in the impeachment trial. All of those things that Kamala Harris have done while her short tenured in the Senate. They oversee, the committee that she sits on they oversee cabinet positions and the Department of Justice, and that includes the job of the AG. So pretty much Kamala Harris is basically the supervisor, as long as the House Judiciary Committee as well. They're the supervisors. Only thing, the House do not confirm these cabinet members. The Senate does. And guess who sits on the Senate? Kamala Harris, the only African-American woman that's an Asian American Island Pacificer, AAPI. I always get that. I got to stop getting that mixed up. That's not right. Sorry. But she is half black and half Indian, and she's the second black woman to sit in the Senate, and the only black and Indian woman. Okay? So I'm not understanding what the fuck is people's problem. She's the highest ranking. Why would she abandon her ranking for an AG? The only way you can abandon your ranking is if you're going for president or vice president. Like, how many fucking times I will have to say this shit over and over in my fucking head? Like, I wish that Dave Wiseman, all these other white men, I'm not going to name because I already named them, was just shut the fuck up and let the process play out. And Joe Biden, I know you don't have no ties to Dave Wiseman, but you need to shut this shit down. You need to announce who's going to be your VP, because now people are speculating and they're getting shit wrong. They think that the white woman will save the day. One thinks white women will, do racial justice like Elizabeth Warren. She will combat racial justice and solve the problem, while the other will draw the Midwestern vote. Stop chasing after votes that that we're not going to get. It's already proven that Joe Biden can get the Midwest on his own. He doesn't need a woman to get the Midwest for him. What he needs is black support, because his black support is in the 70th percentile, and that's bad for a Democratic candidate. He's the only Democratic candidate so far that I know that got 75% of the black vote. Hillary Clinton's was like 88% or like 90%. And people talk about she was hated. Yeah, whatever. Got 94% of the black woman vote. Get the fuck out of here. So, as I go to sleep tonight, whatever you see from these moderates and these stupid ass progressives, like what the great Reese said, black woman views, shut that fucking shit the fuck down. Now, until then, good night.